Okay, so our third section here is called high school. So Kyle, what are we gonna see in this section here?
So for this section, we did actually interview somebody for this. We did do some personal testimonies too. So we interviewed my sister Kelsey Havikin. She is currently in college right now. She is a sophomore, heading to be a junior, and she experienced a lot through high school. So our first topic that we're gonna talk about is relying on Jesus for the future. So really, that's gonna show like what Jesus has in store for you, for like what college you're gonna pick, or like the path in college that you're gonna pick, or maybe if you're not, college is not for you, that's okay. You can what career path you might take. College is not for everybody. And then our next section, it's gonna be talking about relying on Jesus in friendships, and friendships can be tough. High school brings a lot, and I know my friend group has changed a lot. And Kelsey, as we talked to her, she always told us a bunch about how her friend group changed too, and people left. But we kind of talk about how that's okay, and like your friend group is gonna change. And then so another topic is gonna be relying on Jesus in your self-image.
So that one is a lot. I had a lot to do with coming up with that as one of our as one of our parts for that one, because I've always had a problem with self-hatred and just putting myself down for when stuff happens. So really, it's just what God means to you and what you mean to God, because a lot of times we get into the spot where we just believe that we're nothing, and we shouldn't think that, because Jesus has chosen us as his sons. He's adopted us as sons and daughters of him. So really just holding on to that. And then our next part in this section is relying on Jesus in your mistakes.
So mistakes can be a big part of your life, and that's tough. We all make mistakes. For humans. Nobody was perfect except for Jesus, and he's the only perfect one. I mean, if you think you're perfect, I hate to break it to you, but Jesus is the only perfect one. But so like I've made mistakes in my life. I'm sure you have too.
Yes.
And we talked to Kelsey too. She made a bunch of mistakes too. But if like she did talk about how like she was able to recognize that mistake. Luke, can you explain a little bit more on that?
So my personal testimony is filled with mistakes and dealing with them in the wrong way. So really it's just finding the right way to deal with those. And that's what we talk about in this section. And it's encouraged me writing and listening to what Kyle has to say in this part. And it's so wonderful to just be reminded that you don't have to put yourself down every time you make a mistake, that God has already forgiven you for that, and the grace that we see from him. So I'm excited for y'all to read this section. I'm sure you are too.
Yeah. I hope y'all enjoy this section. This is one of my favorite sections to write, and I really hope y'all enjoy this.